Welcome to Hawaii, often pictured as paradise with its beaches, hula dancers, and sunsets. That is far more than a tourist destination. It is a land with a deep history, a complex political identity, and a culture that blends ancient traditions with modern influences. In this video, we'll explore Hawaii in 4 parts: its profile, political system, language, and its culture.
There's no place where I'd be. On golden sand is where I live. I'd live till the sun sets beyond the horizon. It's time to try the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Hang loose, hang thin, hop, shake a shaka. No way, no free, ain't no biggie brother. Cutting in, cutting up, cutting back, cutting out. Right side, back side, put it back out. Let's get jumping, surfs up, pumping, coasting with the motion of the ocean. Whirlpool swirling, cascading, whirling.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
There's no place where I'd be.
Get on the surfboard out at sea.
Lingering in the ocean blue.
And if I had one wish come true,
I'd surf till the sun sets beyond the horizon.
Bobby, Leigh, my lord, you know me. Love him like a papa and I'm
Flying by on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Piki mai rohi rohi.
love him like a papa and I'm
Piki na la 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 ha la ha.
Oma moana hana
La 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 ita la hana hana. Hede hede mai tatu he.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Hawaii is unique in the United States. It is the only state made entirely of islands and the only one located in the tropics. Sitting more than 2,400 miles from California, Hawaii is the most isolated populated archipelago in the world. This distance makes the island self-contained, almost like their own world. The Hawaiian archipelago has 137 islands, though only 8 are considered the main islands. Each has its own personality. Oahu is the heart of business and tourism. Kauai is the lush garden isle. Molokai is known for tradition. Maui for its stunning landscapes, and the Big Island for active volcanoes and diversity of climates. Niihau, a privately owned island, remains closed to outsiders, preserving Hawaiian as a daily spoken language. Hawaii's history begins with Polynesians who arrived by canoe around 300 to 600 CE. They brought crops like taro and breadfruit and developed a thriving society. In 1778, British explorer James Cook made contact, opening the door to Western influence. By 1795, King Kamehameha unified the islands into the Kingdom of Hawaii. But in 1893, Queen Liliuokalani, Hawaii's last monarch, was overthrown by American settlers. The islands were annexed by the United States in 1898 and became the 50th state in 1959, after a vote where over 90% favored statehood. Geography defines Hawaii. Volcanoes built the islands and still shape them today. Mauna Loa is the largest volcano on Earth, while Kilauea was among the most active until recently. The climate is tropical but varied, from dry deserts to rainforests, and even snow atop Mauna Kea. Hawaii is sometimes called the endangered species capital of the world, since over a quarter of all U.S. endangered species live here. Tourism highlights this natural beauty, from Waikiki Beach and Pearl Harbor to Haleakala's sunrise and surfing the North Shore. Visitors see a paradise. But for locals, Hawaii is more than just a vacation spot. It is home, with challenges like over-tourism, rising costs, and the need to protect sacred lands. Hawaii's profile is a balance, world-famous beauty, but also a living community facing real struggles. Hawaii is often seen as paradise, but the real story is richer. It is a place where volcanoes shape the land, where politics balance sovereignty and statehood, where languages tell stories of survival, and where culture blends the ancient and the modern. Hawaii is beauty and struggle, tradition and change, an island home that continues to inspire, challenge, and remind us of the deep connections between land, people, and spirit.
Hawaii is governed under its own state constitution, first adopted in 1950. Its executive branch is led by the governor and lieutenant governor, elected to 4-year terms. The legislature is bicameral with 25 senators and 51 representatives meeting in Honolulu State Capitol. The judicial branch is held by the Hawaii Supreme Court with 5 justices. As part of the United States, Hawaii sends 2 senators and 2 representatives to Congress. Its strategic location in the Pacific make it vital to U.S. military interests. Pearl Harbor, Hickam, and Schofield are just a few of the bases located here, ensuring security in the region, but this also raises debates about military use of land versus cultural preservation. Modern culture shines too. Surfing, born in Hawaii as in Hinanalu, is now a global sport. Hawaiian music from slap guitar to ukulele reaches worldwide audiences. Israel Kamakawewu or Iz made Hawaiian music globally beloved with his soulful voice. Festivals celebrate identity. The Merry Monarch Festival and the Olympics of Hula, Leigh Day on May 1 celebrates the giving of lei as symbols of love and respect. A lantern floating festival brings communities together to honor ancestors. At the same time, Hawaii faces cultural challenges. Development sometimes threatens sacred sites, as seen in protests against building telescopes on Mauna Kea. Locals struggle with housing prices as investors and outsiders drive costs beyond reach. Tourism, while vital, risks turning traditions into mere attractions. Hawaiians continually work to balance cultural sharing with protecting authenticity. At its core, Hawaii culture is about values. Ohana, Kuleana, and Malama Aina, family, responsibility, and caring for the land. These values shape not just traditions, but daily life.
Language in Hawaii tells the story of resilience. Hawaii has two official languages, English and Olelu Hawaii, the Hawaiian language. For centuries, Hawaiian thrived as the main language of the islands. But after the overthrow of the monarchy, English was made mandatory in schools, and Hawaiian nearly disappeared. By the 1970s, fewer than 2,000 speakers remain. Yet today, Hawaiian is experiencing a revival. Immersion schools, university programs, and cultural initiatives are bringing the language back. Tens of thousands now study Hawaiian, and the language appears on street signs, in schools, and in government offices. To speak Hawaiian today is to honor ancestors and resist cultural erasure. But Hawaiian is not the only unique language here. Pidgin or Hawaiian Creole English developed on sugar plantations when workers from Japan, the Philippines, Portugal, China, and other countries needed to communicate. Blending English with words and rhythms from many languages, Pidgin became the everyday language of locals. It is warm, expressive, and community-driven. Instead of saying I'm going to eat, in Pidgin, one might say I go eat. Words like grinds for food, talk story for chatting, and shoots for okay show its flavor. Today, over 600,000 people speak it, and in 2015, it was recognized as a distinct language by the U.S. Census.
Hawaii's culture is both ancient and modern, shaped by native traditions and global influences. At its heart lies the aloha spirit more than a greeting. It is a philosophy of compassion, peace, and mutual respect. It is even written into state law as a guiding principle. Immigration has added new layers. The plantation era brought workers from Asia and Europe, creating a melting pot of food, festivals, and traditions. Portuguese malasadas, Filipino adobo, Japanese pond dances, and Chinese manapwa are now part of Hawaii's identity. The famous plate lunch, rice macaroni salad, and a meat antra reflects this multicultural blending. Navigation is another proud tradition. Long before modern tools, Polynesian voyagers crossed the ocean using stars, waves, and birds. This knowledge was revived in the 1970s through the Hokulea canoe, which successfully sailed across the Pacific, proving the skill of ancestral navigators. Hawaii is also one of the most multilingual states. Immigrant communities keep alive Tagalog, Ilocano, Japanese, Cantonese, Mandarin, Korean, Samoan, and Spanish. In many households, children grow up hearing 2 or 3 languages. In Hawaii, language is more than words. It reflects identity, belonging, and respect for heritage. Words like aloha and ohana carry cultural values. Aloha meaning love, peace, and harmony, and ohana meaning family, including extended and chosen family. To speak these words is to live their meaning. Religion and mythology also shape culture. The goddess Mele is said to live in Kilauea. Her fiery temper, visible in lava flows. Legends of Maui, the demigod who fished up the islands, teach lessons of courage and ingenuity. These stories connect people to land and spirit. Traditional practices still thrive. Hula, the sacred dance of Hawaii, is more than entertainment. Ancient hula, called hula kahiko, uses chants and drums to preserve history and genealogy. Modern hula, or hula awana, blends with guitar and ukulele, sharing stories with broader audiences. Together with mele, or songs, they keep Hawaiian heritage alive.
Hawaii's political history is unlike any other state. The Leane Palace in Honolulu, the only official royal palace in the United States, still stands as a reminder that Hawaii was once a sovereign kingdom. Some native Hawaiians argue that statehood came without a true independence option, and sovereignty movements remain strong. Modern politics in Hawaii often revolve around land and identity. The Hawaiian Homes Commission Act set aside land for native Hawaiians, but waiting lists for leases stretch for decades. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs advocates for native rights and resources. Contemporary issues test the state daily. Tourism brings billions but strains housing and natural resources. Climate change threatens shorelines and has fueled disasters like the 2023 Maui wildfires. Homelessness rates are among the highest in the U.S. politically. Hawaii leans democratic, but the real debates often center not on party, but on how to protect land, culture, and people in the globalized economy. Hawaii's political system is not just about governance. It is about identity, and about how a modern American state can also honor an indigenous heritage and maintain balance between progress and tradition. Hawaii's political history is unlike any other state. The Leane Palace in Honolulu, the only official royal palace in the United States, still stands as a reminder that Hawaii was once a sovereign kingdom. Some native Hawaiians argue that statehood came without a true independence option, and sovereignty movements remain strong. Modern politics in Hawaii often revolve around land and identity. The Hawaiian Homes Commission Act set aside land for native Hawaiians, but waiting lists for leases stretch for decades. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs advocates for native rights and resources. Contemporary issues test the state daily. Tourism brings billions but strains housing and natural resources. Climate change threatens shorelines and has fueled disasters like the 2023 Maui wildfires. Homelessness rates are among the highest in the U.S. politically. Hawaii leans democratic, but the real debates often center not on party, but on how to protect land, culture, and people in the globalized economy. Hawaii's political system is not just about governance. It is about identity, and about how a modern American state can also honor an indigenous heritage and maintain balance between progress and tradition.
Bahalongini akeli ibahine, olili kalani o kapohiko. Kapipi online, o kehanu wenu wenu kai ho olu ahani ke mole. Enanana makani ke aumbala, iwai Hawaii ake a igawai. Ikahuok mamo Kapuanani Abo Hawaii Oh Kalaka Waheni Noa There's no place I'd rather be lingering in the ocean blue. I'd surf till the sun sets beyond